So, welcome back to another video. Today we're in the Open Ultra League, and let's see if we can get some wins. So let's see what team we're going to be trying out. We're going to be using the Shadow Feraligatr paired with the Shadow Skuntank and the Shadow Nidoqueen in the back. This Feraligatr is running Confusion, so Confusion here is going to be applying a lot of fast move pressure. We're going to try to catch and move, but they go for the Moon Blast. After that, they switch out into their Nidoqueen. So Nidoqueen versus the Skuntank, we do have a lot of energy, so we're going to throw on timing here. This crunch will go through, and it looks like they are going to be throwing a Poison Fang because they were only building up to that. So we tank that move, and now we're going to try to race to a crunch. Oh, great situation right there. We are able to get to another crunch before they farm us down. And it looks like we barely did not take them out. So we're going to come back in here with a Feraligatr, farm them down a little bit. And it looks like we have that extra energy to take into the back line. Looks like the Clefable comes back in here. We're going to go for this Hydro Cannon to deal chip damage. And just like that, we already have 2. So it looks like we are going to potentially threaten a shield or get this low. It does grab a shield. We're going to switch out to the Nidoqueen. They still have that Cresselia. Remember, it's running Confusion. So taking a lot of fast move pressure, and we're just going to go for this first power here. We need the damage. It says the debuff. It does go through. Okay, so this is interesting. We are going to have to shield here no matter what. And at this point, can we get the farm down from this range? And yes, barely. Luckily, that last Confusion didn't go through because we are able to farm them down. We have a Poison Fang immediately that we throw. They have to shield it, and then it looks like we are able to resist the fast move, and we are able to get to another Poison Phase. So GG's Starpony able to win that game with the comeback with the Shadow Nidoqueen, beating the Cresselia in the front, running Confusion. So Confusion versus the Shadow Nidoqueen, not quite enough to take us out. All right, next game, let's see what we find. So we got the Feraligatr paired with the 2 anti-grass types in the back. Okay, another fairy type shows up. We're going to switch on to Skuntank. They decide to switch into their Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz here is fairly decent against our Skuntank, but you're going to go for this Trailblaze here. Not only is it just a chip damage, but it boosts our poison fast move to apply more pressure. Arrow Ace does get revealed. I mean, we're going to make sure we throw in good timing here. This crunch here, even though it is debuffed, has a little bit of a boost. Okay, it does throw the debuff, so now they're debuffed and our attack is buffed. So this is going to be interesting. Can we get the farm down at this range? No farm down, but simultaneous KO is just as good, and just like that, we have flipped the switch. And now it comes down to who's going to play in what Pokemon. It looks like we do call correctly, and luckily the Nidoqueen is a core breaker for the backline. Pangoro is revealed. It does not have a lot of fast move pressure. They do go for the Night Slash, which chips away, but we didn't show the first one. We're going to apply the pressure here with the Poison Fang. They decide to tank it and switch out into the Gramble, which is running Charm, not the fast move you want against the Nidoqueen. Gives us all this extra farm. In fact, we get the full farm down. Now we have another Poison Fang to throw back at this Pangoro. And now we're going to apply the pressure here. And they are going to be forced to use the charge moves, which allows us to get another Poison jab through. And all we have to do is just farm down. So GG's Starpony able to win that game. Likely with the Shadow Nidoqueen ended up being a core breaker for that Charm and Pangoro in the back. Interesting team by them for sure. Running the Pangoro with the Charmer. All right, next game, let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Feraligatr versus the Aurorus. Pretty good lead here. We just gotta make sure we throw in good timing. Don't have our move caught. You can see right here, this Hydro Cannon will be super effective if they let it go. I believe they survived one, but they are gonna invest a shield. Here we're gonna have to think about shielding. It is Meteor Beam potential. They do go for the Weather Ball bait, and then they switch out here into the Dragonite. So we're gonna apply the pressure here. We do have the Ice Beam potential. This is going to get the shield or get the KO. We want this last shield, okay? And decide to go for the shield. And then we're going to switch out immediately into the Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen here is going to tank the Dragon Claw. Now we're racing to a Poison Fang. Can we get to it? Yes, we can. This Poison Fang here will chip away. I don't think it KOs from this range. No, but we do get the farm down, which is great. And now we see the Aurorus come back in. The Aurorus is going to take out our Nidoqueen here with the Weather Ball. But remember, they still have potential energy to throw a Meteor Beam. So we're just going to go into our Feraligatr here. Let's see if they're going to throw here. Okay, they're going to throw right on timing. but we do have a shield for this. And there's the Meteor Beam. We're going to make sure we throw in good timing here. And before they switch out, we throw this Hydro Cannon. Take out the Auroras, and let's see what this is in the back. Okay, ends up being the Trevenant in the back, and luckily we do have this Skuntank for it. We are able to resist all of the moves, so we were going to be able to win that game. So luckily, Shadow Skuntank coming in clutch. But more importantly, I think the timing of the Feraligatr with the timing of our moves, throwing our moves was the key, making sure we didn't have any of that energy go to waste. Alright, Shadow Feraligatr versus the Shadow Dragonite. Applying a lot of fast move pressure, both of us. They are doing a tremendous amount of Dragon Breaths. We're going to threaten with the Hydro Cannon here. It does grab a shield. We're going to switch out here into the Nidoqueen, forcing them to use some energy. Right before we get to a move, we're going to have to tank this because we don't want to invest the shield here. They're probably going to switch out. Yep, there's a switch out. And then here we're going to threaten KO with the Earth Power. This is going to get the shield war, get the KO. They decided double shield, so just like that, they are at no shield. But they do have a Blast Burn ready. So which one do we want to use to take out this Typhlosion? Okay, so we're going to force them to use some energy here. Thunder Punch does get revealed. They need one more Incinerate before they can get to the next Thunder Punch, and luckily the timing of it was perfect. Feraligatr here is going to be able to reach this Hydro Cannon before they get to the next Thunder Punch. They switch out into the Feraligatr. We have the Skuntank for this situation. We're going to shield here because we need the Skuntank pretty healthy. They go for the Super Power, which would have done a good amount of damage, but it allows us to farm down. And then we're going to have a Trailblaze to throw back at this Feraligatr. Super effective damage. Doesn't quite KO, but it boosts our fast move. And you can see right here, they are very low. This Hydro Cannon, I don't believe KOs from this range. Barely doesn't KO it. We are able to farm down with the fast move. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the combination of the Skuntank and the Feraligatr, just applying a lot of pressure, especially grabbing that shield early on. All right, next game, let's see what we find. So ABB team, double poison in the back with the Feraligatr seems to be working right now. Ooh, Dragon is going to be a problem. This Goodra here versus the Feraligatr. Kind of a tanky. Okay, they actually switch out into the Poliwrath, catching something. So nice catch by them. Hydro Cannon was going to get thrown. We switch out into the Nidoqueen here as we are resisting the fast moves. Luckily, we are going to be able to reach this Poison Fang before they get to their move, so we do apply the pressure first. Here we have a decision to make. Is this going to be a shield or letting this go? We do decide to let it go. It ends up being the Icy Wind, so that was a great call by us, and that allows us to farm it down. So we still maintain alignment, but we come out with a lot of energy. We're going to throw this Poison Fang immediately versus this Goodra. This Goodra does end up tanking it. Do they farm us down from this point? Oh, they do farm us down. That is brutal. We're going to have to use our Feraligatr here wisely. They are going to be able to reach a Thunder Punch if they are running it. There's the Thunder Punch. Doesn't quite KO. We're going to save them energy on the Feraligatr, switch out into the Skuntank, and we see the Typhlosion. Okay, I don't know if that was a visual or it was a lag. Those are sometimes very hard to tell. But it looks like it is okay. They maybe it was just a little bit of lag, but they are able to come back here. We are going to throw the two crunches, grab both shields here, and looks like they are going to throw a move. Most likely it's going to be the Thunder Punch. They definitely have two Thunder Punches. There's the next Thunder Punch here. And we're just going to allow this one to shield it and see if we can farm. Okay, they actually switch out into the Goodra. It's a nice combo play by them. This is going to take out the Skuntank. And can we farm down? No, we cannot farm down. We're going to have to take out this Typhlosion, or sorry, Goodra immediately and try to farm down with our Feraligatr. And unfortunately, we were 2 Shadow Claws away. So check out this team if you haven't already and let us know if you enjoyed the video.